From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the L.A. Chargers. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. Dances by him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the number 1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now 2nd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Hey, go Lion. Go.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. And he goes out right around the 39. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at #5.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. They run over center with Mitchell. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football, that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a first down. If you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chiefs are able to widen their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Flushed in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Chris Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's fielded at the 45. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
They'll run for it with Pacheco. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. You get down this deep, Charles, you hate to settle for a field goal. They roll the dice on 4th down, really just hoping to get that first. But as it turns out, they take it all the way into the end zone.
You mentioned that they took a little bit of a gamble there. Think about it this way. Most teams throw the ball in this situation in the NFL, so they really gambled with a running play, and boy, did it pay off. Pay dirt.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. In motion, the tight end. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Another run with Mitchell.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Herbert changing things up. First down, here's Mitchell. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Here's Herbert.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
That'll give him 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnston. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Here's Herbert.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. 1 second, all that remains. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Quick throw here to Johnston.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
A short one here, caught by McBride. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And
And the Chiefs are going to get him. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Herbert's throw complete to McBride.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Here's Pacheco headed right.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Here's a give up the middle.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
And the first down, Chiefs.
A give to Pacheco off the option.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Chiefs add 6 to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Chargers 3.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Let's go, let's go.
Herbert now. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Charger drive about to get going. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really
unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Hold me to strike.
Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Their own 32-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And quickly they get to the line.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Throw out wide is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Back to the air, Herbert on 2nd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get to him right away at the 40. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Chiefs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now here's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. Now it's Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Chargers' 34-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Here's Pacheco on the read option. And he'll be taken down at the 34. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On play action, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A give right side for Pacheco. Down to about the 23.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So the decision to throw the flag, a good one by Andy Reid. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Toss right side to Pacheco. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They go play fake. Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets them closer to the goal line with second down coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. And the defense rises to the challenge. They get him down for a loss of 2, and it brings up 4th and goal.
Yellow. Come on.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
43. Yellow.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs.
They got his man complete. A big play there for L.A. 56 yards. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000s. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
And this is taken in at the 5. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Point after, right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner?
Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stop.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Flushed out right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on second and goal. Back to throw. Herbert. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Leo Chanel. Give him the credit